It's time for Two Guys and a Goalie with Dustin Nielson, Matt Kassian, and the goalie, Joaquin Gage.
All right, it's 12:04. It is Two Guys and a Goalie, brought to you by GS Construction. And GS is hiring right now. They are looking for experienced pipe layers, operators, top men, and superintendents. If you have experience in any of those fields, check them out. gsconstruction.ca. Slide on down. You'll see a ready-to-work thing. Click that, or you can check out their page in Indeed.ca. GS Construction, serving our community for over 50 years. Just Nielson and Gager with you today on Two Guys and a Goalie. Cass not joining us. Said he has a charity event, but Hernan tells me this morning that it's actually Cass's birthday today.
Yeah, it's his charity.
So, do you think he's not joining us because it's his birthday?
I think so.
Yeah, it probably makes sense. I'm not going to blame him.
Whatever. Just saying, I joined on my birthday in the past, but whatever.
I think we've all sort of been on the air at some point on our birthdays.
So,
yeah. Huh.
I have to thank you, Dusty.
Oh, for what, buddy?
Well, this morning listening to the show, I felt vindicated. And the reason why is, look, I'm not a baseball guy.
Okay.
Okay. I've watched in the past, and I understand the kind of you get into the late innings, and there's strategy and bunting and moving the runners in scoring positions, things like that. But watching that game, and purely as a psycho Blue Jays fan at this point, I am screaming at the TV, going, "Why are you pitching to Ohtani? Why this guy?" There's
no legitimate answer as to why.
So, and I'm thinking, am I crazy right now? And am I nuts? And then you take Alejandro out, you take Barger's out. And I'm okay. I like the fact that you're going for it, right? But you're also taking out your best bats. And I was pacing, and my wife, "Do you have money on this game?" I go, "No," but
did you?
No, I didn't actually. And I was just all messed up. And then this morning, hearing you just completely go off, I thought, okay, I'm not a complete psychopath.
No, I was maybe a little bit of a complete psychopath. But we can be psychopaths together. No. There's no reason. Like I said it this morning. When my 10-year-old son, after his third at-bat, goes, "I don't think we should pitch to Ohtani anymore." And then they come up and they pitch to Ohtani, and he just clobbers one. Like, the best player maybe to ever play the game, you're up by a run, and you pitch to him. And not only do you pitch to him, but you throw one right down the middle. And it's just devastating. Devastating.
I'm still shocked about the whole situation. I don't know why. Not only you're pitching to maybe the most talented athlete to ever walk the planet in Ohtani. Like, he's already broken, like the previous series, you know what he's capable of. Just put him on base. And the fact that he was the first guy up, like, who cares? Ugh, whatever.
It was extremely, though that's the thing. Like I said, now they have to somehow, if the Dodgers just go out and win this Ohtani game today, and then have Yamamoto going in Game 6, who's gone back-to-back complete games, somehow if you're the Jays, you have to beat one of Ohtani or Yamamoto.
Yeah.
So, they've created this bed for themselves. I hope Schneider handles things a little bit better tonight. But we've seen their bats get hot. We've already seen their bats get to the Dodgers once in this series.
Yeah.
And I guess some of those bats should be a little rested after sitting around for an entire baseball game last night when you need one run to basically win the entire thing. But this is Two Guys and a Goalie. We're going to talk some Oilers. We're going to get into that a little bit as we work our way through the show today. But show all the nasties what you're cooking up over there. So you made that in our kitchen, hey, Gager?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, show everybody the sandwich. Look at this thing.
No, I call this a gulped.
A what?
A gulped.
A gulped or gilped?
Gulped.
With an I or an E?
E. It's a Gage, egg, bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich.
Oh. No, you did the eggs in the microwave, eh?
So I saw this on TikTok, and I think I've mentioned this before. If you want the perfect egg, It is perfect. I don't care what anyone like, and everyone. I heard a Wannick microwave egg.
Well, that's what I said too. I was like, what?
You had a little bit. Like
you did give me a bit. It was pretty delicious.
So what?
But I think that was the bacon. Bacon makes everything.
Well, I added a little bit, but you could have the egg alone and it'd be fine. You put the egg. You put a healthy dollop of mayo, salt and pepper. Usually a little bit of oil, but I didn't. I like olive oil. You beat that up, little salt and pepper. Throw that in the microwave for like 30 seconds, or what, depending on what you have it in. That cooks. It creates the biggest. Like that egg came out, and it was like this. It was so big and fluffy.
Really?
Yeah. I could show you after the show, but you won't get a better egg. And then lettuce, tomato. Nothing that you would like there.
No, that's what I told. Gage was like, have a bite of this. And I said, oh, man, there's tomato in there. And they said, no, just the piece I put off to the side.
But it's, and then I have a spicy, actually a Nashville hot mayo inside. So it's a little spicy.
Really?
Yeah.
If you are our EST foodie, there's no doubt about it.
Well, it's so nice to be able to not have to make something or grab something from home. I can just come here and make it. And plus, I was given Benny crap yesterday. Because he got his usual Edo no vegetables, which is completely mind-boggling to me too.
Okay, wait. When Benny gets Edo no vegetables, my man, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I get.
Can I
get like rice and chicken.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I lost a $50 bill, and Benny's been eating a lot of Edos. So.
Wait a second. What do you mean you lost a $50 bill?
I must have fell somewhere.
In the office?
Somewhere.
In the office or out of the office?
I don't know, Dustin.
Like, do we have a controversy on our hands here?
We do. I had a $50 bill in my wallet, and this morning it's not there anymore.
Did you spend it last night somewhere?
No. But Benny's my first because he's been eating a lot of Edo.
Yeah.
And double meat. Like, where are you getting
So he goes double meat and then cheese? Or rice or what?
Where do you get that kind of money?
If you're going double meat at Edo,
Yeah. Because
you are stealing $50 bills from Hernan.
I usually pick up my stuff for the week, right? So I picked up all the ingredients. I did go to dollar store to grab a couple extra little. I need some.
So did you take his $50?
No, I didn't touch it. I wouldn't tell you if I did though. But
yeah, no one's gonna admit to it.
Yeah, I told Benny. I go, well, how much did that cost? He goes, well, it was over $20. And I'm like, what?
We're going over $20 at Edo nowadays?
He's going over $20 with that double meat.
Because the extra meat. I mean, it makes sense. He's a young guy.
Yeah. I go, Benny, just go get stuff and put it in the fridge for the week. But then
you got to make it yourself and everything. I get it. I'm just like him, but I'm 44 years old.
Yeah. You're a man.
What do you got there, Nanso?
I heard Knobloch, no 11-7 according to he didn't really say anything about it.
So we've got these dueling reports on lines apparently, right?
Yeah, so the Oilers put out projected lines. They got 12-6.
Okay.
I mean, take it with a grain of salt, maybe.
Yeah.
He did say Regula will not play tonight.
Okay.
That's the only thing he said about the lineup.
Yeah.
So I have no idea.
All right. Well, we'll see. Which one? The Oilers have it, like Tony? Or is
the
it
Oilers actual, like their pregame morning skate article on the Edmonton Oilers website or on their Twitter has projected lines, has 12-6.
All right, so that's what the Oilers. Hey, here's the Oilers projected lineup. So we will get into that. All right, and then there were some reports on Twitter that they might be going 11-7, but the Oilers official website has it as 12-6. So anyway, we'll get into a few of those. Awanik is over in the chat. Says I literally never said anything today about microwaving eggs.
Oh, I thought that was your voice, Matt.
I think it was me.
No, it might have been Tommy too.
Really?
It was all coming from that room.
Poor Awanik. Awanik just taking a bullet there. So speaking of taking a bullet, we got this. Somebody's yelling over there. I went to Best Buy today.
Oh, this is terrible.
And I bought a new TV for the boardroom. Right? We had all these cables hanging out. We have people coming in for meetings, clients coming in for meetings, want to make the boardroom look a little bit better. So I was finally like today, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go buy a TV. So go over to Best Buy, buy this TV. Come in. I literally carried it out of Best Buy, put it in the back seat of my truck. Come here, carried up the stairs, put it in the boardroom. No damage on the box at all. Box looks absolutely perfect. So this doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, get the wall mount, hand it off to Glue Guy, who's kind of a handyman around here. I obviously can't do this type of stuff. I'm doing lock shop. I come walking over there after. They're taking the plastic. It's already mounted on the wall. They're taking the plastic off the front. And Wanda goes, oh, this doesn't look good. It looks like it's cracked a bit up here. So I was just like, what? and then they turned it on, and the whole screen is like shattered. You saw the picture of it.
It's awful.
I think shattered is the right way to describe this TV.
I thought it was like a funny little bit where it was a screensaver at first.
Yeah,
like,
no,
how is
that's
it that
the TV.
damaged?
That's the TV.
Yeah, that is.
So I told him, I said, well, take it down, box it back up, we'll take it back. Here's the thing, though. I hate taking things back. I'm always intimidated. They're asking a bunch of questions. So I guess I just have to tell them the truth. Like, I brought this TV all the way over. We set it up, and look at this.
Yeah, it's damaged. They won't give you any.
You don't think so?
Don't be afraid.
I've got the picture. I'll show them. I don't want I can upgrade. I just want the same TV again.
And the box is in good condition.
The box is in great condition.
Yeah.
I literally bought it an hour and a half ago.
Yeah. No, I would go in there and pretend you're like Shohei Ohtani. No fear. And
I'm going to go in there like Schneider and just be botching the entire thing. I don't know why. I know you can return stuff. I have the receipt. It's all good.
I broke it.
But
I'll keep it.
I'd like to return this TV. Just kidding. One of my guys broke it. But no, hey, you guys didn't break that TV, right? Maddie says no. I believe him, especially after you lied about him earlier in the show.
Oh, yeah.
Maddie doesn't rinse his dishes before the dishwasher.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
That was a big topic on ESC Afternoons yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
I rushed home and had a nap because I had some appointments, and then we had power skating. But
well, as you know, Dusty, I'm in charge of the kitchen, right? So Friday, I cleaned everything up, got everything in the dishwasher, put everything away, and then so Monday morning, come in, look, go into the dishwasher. It's already been emptied or whatever. It's just fine. But there's new plates in there. And I go, oh, well, this is weird. And there's spackled
is that from their spaghetti? They had
spaghetti sauce on all the plates. And I'm like, what? And then I remember Awana came in and started cooking in my clean kitchen.
Yeah, they had spaghetti at the Green and Gold post game.
So fine.
Night.
But I bellow out into the hallway. Who's not scrubbing their dishes? And then Awanak comes running over with AI, and we all know how
AI. What are you talking about?
On his phone.
What's that have to do with anything?
He says you do not scrub off the dirt of dishes because the sensors in the dishwasher sense the dirt, and the soap clings to it and cleans the dishes. It needs that.
No way.
Exactly.
My mom is the most hardcore cleaning person I've ever met in my entire life.
I love your mom, and she knows exactly what.
And she would make us essentially wash the dish before putting it in the dishwasher. I would thought she was a little hardcore.
Yeah.
But there's no way. So you just put it in, no rinse at all.
No rinse, no nothing. Look.
Unbelievable.
It's spaghetti sauce, okay, which is fine. If you probably put it in there right away and run it, you're probably okay because it's still loose.
Yeah.
But it's been sitting there for 2 days. That stuff's like plaster now.
Yeah,
there's no way that the water pressure is hard enough to spray that stuff off. Because I took it out and I had to scrub it and then put it back in. But I'm just saying. And we had this whole thing in the chat yesterday. Everyone was basically Team Gage.
Okay, good. I fully support you in this.
Because it's not, I mean, I don't even care if, and I have this discussion with my kids. I put out public service announcements on our group feed with me going just how to do it. Yeah. And you can leave it in the sink. I'll put it away.
You'll do it.
I'll do it. It's my job. I'm on kitchen, right? But just rinse it off. So like it's so brutal when you go to the dishwasher, grab the dish, and there's still crap all over it. Because then you got to wash it anyway.
Yeah, well, it just makes no sense to me. I have to put this in the next handbook. all of your dishes must be rinsed before. Tails 9799 says you're not supposed to rinse your dishes because the dishwasher has a soil sensor, and the more dirty dishes are, the better it will clean it. Bob Loblaw says if you scrape the plate, then there's nothing to wash. What are you talking about? There's nothing to wash. There's so many different sauces and things on there.
Yeah, just because you wipe it off doesn't mean it's clean.
My wife, I don't even put things in the right place in my dishwasher. She's always like, you can't put plates down in that corner. That's where the thing comes out. Oh, man. Please. How do we do? We never put a camera inside our dishwasher. We don't know if that's the case.
You know, you can put a camera. There was a guy that did do it. I should get that. And he did it with stuff on there. Yeah, it didn't clean it
There
off.
was still stuff on there, probably.
And plus, I have my dishwasher's actually on the fritz right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I need a new one. But I have the Elite of the Kenmore Elite. That's what it's called.
Whoa.
And I mean,
this
thing blasts from every angle, right? And if you have stuff on the plate, it's not getting cleaned. And this is even putting it perfectly, like not plates up against one another and stuff like that. But no.
I never heard of a savage who doesn't rinse their plates before you put them in the dishwasher.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Vera Montenegro says, hashtag Maddie is right. The Durs on YouTube says 2 guys and a dishwasher. Supersized Indiana Jones says Edmonton Scrub Talk, EST. Tail says you guys need an office dog to lick the plates before they go into the dishwasher. Yeah. Bronco Nick says the less food you put in your dishwasher, the less it will get stuck in the filter.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, I mean, so it's pretty torn, at least between you and Maddie on this. I think if we had a full-blown vote on this, I think your side would probably win.
I think this we might need an actual test to see who's right. So
yeah,
we'll use
run
the plate,
yes,
and we'll load up the dishwasher with plates that are dirty soiled plates and see what it does.
In the same load, 2 different types of plates?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do a soil plate load and then a non-soil plate load? Just in case these so-called sensors get tricked by the extra stuff on them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, those sensors. What is there, a little guy?
Sensors? Yeah. Were you going to say, is there a little guy?
Little guy in there comes up. Let's turn it up a bit.
They're making it sound like before the load starts, there's like a Matrix-style scan of all the dishes, which I don't think is the case with the dishwasher that was just here when we moved into this place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sean texts in. We'll get to the Oilers lines company in a second. Here. It's a big day, a big discussion here. Hey, guys, I just had my dishwasher fixed recently, and the text said dishwashers actually need grease from your plates and utensils to work at optimal performance. How much grease, though, are we talking?
Well, there is some stuff on there.
Yeah.
Like,
you're not scrubbing it and then putting it in there. You're just giving it a good rinse.
The stuff off, right? And throwing it in there. So there is, I mean, I guess that's an little guy in there that can't really see that well.
All right. Well, I've learned some things that I didn't know about dishwashers. We come from a rinsing family, a rinsing background. I'm gonna continue to rinse. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm gonna keep rinsing. Teflon Don texts in and says, I disagree with Dustin. Pitch to Ohtani. Intentional walks are cowardly. Meet your opponent in the field. If you can't beat him, then that's on you. Intentional walks are for cowards. That's in from Westside Dawn today. So we're all over the place. We are all over the place. This must be why Cass didn't want to join us on his birthday. Now, let's play this game quickly. We've both known Cass for a long time. We've been doing 2 guys and a goalie well beyond 1260 getting shut down. 2 guys and a goalie, I don't know. We've been doing that for pre-pandemic, so 5-6 years. So we both know Cass very well. He doesn't like to swear. Doesn't like when we make sexual innuendos. But beat the hell out of people for a living. But
he floats them out.
It's not like us.
No.
Does the Kassian family rinse their dishes before putting them in the dishwasher?
Definitely.
You think so?
Yeah.
That's my first guess too.
Because he's got kids. Yeah. Kids are awful. They'll throw everything in there. Have you ever seen a kid load a dishwasher?
Well, our kids aren't at the age yet where we would allow them to load the dishwasher.
Hey, you guys want to load the dishwasher? See what actually they do. It's awful. And there's stuff all over their plates all the time.
Deskra over on YouTube says, yes, intentional walks need to be removed. They are the worst thing in sports. Would you remove the intentional walk and let teams force you to pitch to a guy like Ohtani?
But you'll still have a pitcher.
You could still pitch around him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough you could still do what Little did last night and not go remotely close to the strike zone.
Yeah.
So I guess that's, that would be tough to do. That will be tough to do. All right, the Edmonton Oilers and the Utah Mammoth will be going at it tonight. The Oilers are going to wear those new jerseys for the first time. Be interested to get a look at them. As per the morning skate, this is from NHL.com, like the Oilers website. As per the morning skate, Noah Philp is expected to draw back in for Curtis Lazar on the fourth line with Isaac Howard and Tomaszek. Edmonton's top 6 forwards will remain the same from Sunday's 4-3 overtime defeat. This is their projected lineup. McDavid between Mangiapane and Nuge, Draisaitl with Roslovic and Podkolzin, Henrique with Frederick and Savoy, Tomaszek with Philp and Howard. So moving the bottom 6 around a little bit. Nurse, Bouchard, Ekholm, Wallman, Kulak, and Amberson. There was some speculation online that maybe Stetcher would play and they would go 11-7. But the Oilers website is saying that it'll be a 12-6. If you see anything different, please let us know. Gage, your thoughts on leaving that top 6 together? Coming off a loss, which we haven't seen Knobloch do a ton, but leaving those guys together, what say you?
Well, they looked better in the third, I would say, right? So I guess moving forward, just hopefully they've built on something and can go from there. But I don't know if you listened to Reed yesterday. He put out some really valid points where his major concern is, and it was from the summer, is where are the other goals going to come from? I did
listen to Reed. Like I was driving during like the first 20 minutes of the show. And he was going on a pretty good conversation
on a good clip there. And the biggest, I guess, enigma was what was Connor's contribution to the goals this year with the Edmonton Oilers. And by all accounts, he doesn't want any goals. He just wants assists this year because he's barely shooting the puck in good scoring opportunities. So now you have to look at other places. And are the answers in Podkolzin, Roslovic, Frederick, and Savoy? And maybe, I mean, Hyman will get back into the lineup, and hopefully by that time, I think it's going to be tough for him to get going. You hope by the end of the year, what do you say, his 25 to 30 goals? Hope like that's a best case scenario.
30 might be tough.
I know.
You have to come in and get pretty damn hot right away.
But he has to get to that point, right? If we don't see Connor and Leon just go nuts with scoring. So it's either that, Dusty, or there has to be a fundamental change in the way that this team thinks about playing hockey, in my opinion. And what I mean by that is now we can't outscore our problems anymore because we don't have the right personnel that can do that. The opposite of that is playing a more structured, defensively boring style of hockey. And I find it very difficult to find when your core group of guys with McDavid, Draisaitl, and Bouchard, they are offensively focused for the most part. There's not a lot of thought that I think when they see a defensive structure or some way to play defense, they're still thinking, well, if the puck goes there, I can still get the jump and maybe get a 2-on-1, right? They're not, I just don't think that's the first thing that comes into their mind. It's always get out there, score, not make sure that the other team doesn't score. So, and that's what, if they're not going to score, how are they going to win games? Low scoring, battles, and hopefully they can, keep the team and make them make some more mistakes where they can capitalize on. But I just don't think this roster's constructed to be a really sound defensive hockey team.
Yeah, that's why it feels different this year than previous years, right? Like you just laid out the ways that a team can find success. And right now, with what we've seen from this team so far, they seem to be stuck in that murky middle. Right? Yeah. Not going to outscore the problems. At least haven't seen that yet. It'll have to be McDavid that probably drives that. Because Draisaitl's scoring goals. Yeah. Nuge is doing okay. But it's going to have to be McDavid who drives. That guy's on pace for like 8 goals right now. He's going to have to. He's going to have to crank that number up a notch. But you're right. You're right on the defensive side of things. Like but remember, was it last year's stretch or was it the year before in a stretch where they went on a run?
Oh, it was 2 years ago.
And it was like you didn't expect them to allow anything, right? It was just like, oh, they're going to win 3-1 tonight. And then they found that groove, and it had to have been the most comfortable hockey Oilers fans had watched in a long time. Like you expected the Oilers to give up nothing. And that's just not the case anymore.
There's when I'm watching right now in a tight game, whether it's 1-0 on either side, I feel that the Oilers don't look that comfortable with it, right? Even with a 1-goal lead, it looks like they say, we got to score another one. Like we're not safe right now. Whereas that stretch of games, I want to say it was like 20 games, right? Where it would be 0-0 halfway through the second period. And you just had, the Oilers have this game completely under control. Like the other team's got nothing. And they're going to probably score late and win this one. And they were winning those games 2-1, 3-2, 3-1, right? And it was, that was a master. But I don't think you can get back to that with this group.
What do you think of Bush and Nurse playing together?
God, I spit out my coffee when I heard Trev's the little snippet on
when he compared. Did we clip him to say there's nothing he's doing that Stetcher can't do?
Yeah.
That one? Yeah. Trev was hot yesterday on Oil Street, man.
God.
Yeah.
He's right in a sense, when you have two guys that with their current salaries, that should be exciting to people. And just dread for the other team that they have to go up against these two defenders.
Yeah, you're right. It should be, oh my God, they're putting the two guys who make 20 mil together.
Yeah.
This is trouble.
How are we gotta do something or come back with something else, and hopefully, because we're not going to score when those guys are on, and we got to worry about them getting the puck up ice and contributing offensively. But man, Trev was right. When they get out there, there's a sense of dread of what are these guys going to do? They are not playing well right now. Not even close to what they're capable of. So, and maybe that was the point. Maybe that was the point of putting them together, because maybe Bush feels like, Ekholm takes care of me. I can cheat a little bit, but now, with Darnell not feeling it, I don't know how Bouchard feels about his game right now. He can't be too happy with it. Maybe that lights the fire in him to start playing on both sides of the puck and just being a little bit more engaged, reading the play. Like his reads are men's hockey league reads. It doesn't make sense.
It's been that bad, right?
Yeah.
So they put them together last game, and then they play Ekholm and Wallman together, and Wallman has zeros across the board, and Ekholm gets walked, absolutely walked. So I don't know. Do you think that's something, if they keep it together, could that be really good? Like,
is Wallman still a little banged up?
I mean, I think naturally, probably. I mean, it's not like he's going to come back at 100. Nobody comes back really at 100%, right?
It just seemed like to me he was quicker last year, and that I don't know if it was the read on the one Kiefer Sherwood goal where Sherwood just toe drags Ekholm, and it looked like Wallman he was coming back, but I thought he would be able to catch Sherwood. And it looked like he just it's all right. Ekholm's got him, but then he gets walked. And with a few more strides, I thought Wallman could have got him there. I don't know. I'd have to see them play more together. I didn't think it was particularly, it didn't catch my eye. I kind of watched it, but it seemed like there wasn't a lot of chemistry between the two. But it was the first time that
they haven't really played together.
They haven't played together,
so it probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
I worry that Knobloch starts dabbling in changing the blue line all the time too, right? Like usually he'll change up the forwards relentlessly, but the blue line kind of stays the same. And now he started putting his fingers into the backhand as well, and it kind of concerns me a little bit.
That is adding too many ingredients to a recipe. It's gonna taste awful after a while. I think the most important type of chemistry that you need to build on your team is that cohesiveness between defensive pairs. Like they almost have to know where the other guy is at all times, right? How many times a D-man goes back, his back is turned. He knows his partner is going to be in a certain place where he can put the puck and make sure that they can get it out, right? And if you start playing with someone that you're not...
Most sync two guys on the ice,
they
right?
have
That's
to
what
be.
It has to be.
They
Yeah.
have to be. And if you start messing with that and you got it, all of a sudden you have to start building chemistry again with a new partner. Because look, they've tried the Nurse Bouchard thing before, right? It didn't work.
Yeah, they've tried it before.
It didn't work. It wasn't good. And yeah, you know what? Try it again, but did it work like last game?
I mean, they weren't as awful as they had been in other games.
Yeah.
But I'm also not overly confident that it's going to be a great thing tonight.
No.
That Clayton Keller line cause some issues if they're out there against them. It is your number crunchers for Play Alberta. Play Alberta is the title sponsor of all of Edmonton Sports Talk. We've got 3 hockey parlays already waiting for you on our EST specials page over at playalberta.ca or on the Play Alberta app. The early bird bet of the day, Oilers money line and Nuge with a point or more, plus 135. My play of the day, I posted it on Twitter a little bit earlier on in the day. McDavid, 2 points or more, minus 105. And then Huss and I on the Lock Shop today put together the Frozen Frenzy Lock Shop Partner Parlay. Pittsburgh Penguins, what a start for the Penguins.
Yeah.
We'll get to Sidney Crosby in a second. Penguins, Sabres, Habs, and Carolina Hurricanes, all to win. It's been boosted to plus 1315. That sounds like a number that the Screw It, Let's Do It boys would put together.
Probably.
Hey, that's a pretty big number. So you can find all of those. But yeah, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Montreal, Carolina, all to win tonight. You can text us anytime. 780-218-9999. You can hit us up over on the YouTube chat. Hammer the thumbs up for us. If you were watching Two Guys and a Goalie over on YouTube today, sub to our channel as well. That would be very much appreciated. Two Guys and a Goalie is brought to you by GS Construction. Let's quickly on this game as well. Skinner will start for the Oilers tonight. I hope it's less awkward looking than Saturday night. Is that an okay way to describe his Saturday?
Yeah, I hope so. I also hope there's not many 2-on-1s and open chances in the slot too, right?
Yeah, dial that into, yeah.
Let's limit these. I mean, if you give Gunther, like that Gunther's got an absolute cannon.
I mean, a few of these guys, you got their lineup right there.
Yeah, it's Keller. I'm fascinated I'm more interested to watch the Mammoth, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
What is it? They've won the last 7 in a row.
They've won 7 in a row.
Like
that's a exciting top 6 for now. But you look at it and go, wow, that could be a really, 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 really good top 6 in 3 years.
Oh yeah,
you know? Like with the guys that they've got there. Keller's a vet; he's been around for a long time. But Logan Cooley's just scratching the surface. Gunther's really just scratching the surface. JJ Peterka was a really good ad there this year as well. And Barrett Hayton's been around for a while, but he's not that old.
No.
So, yeah, that top 6 could be trouble tonight.
And the one thing you have is Sergachev, too, which is he's basically Hedman light. Right?
That was a big pickup for them.
Massive.
Like that was a moment when they were like, okay, we want this to be our guy and help start to take the organization to another level. Sidney Crosby last night, 1,700 points. And it was concerned after the game. See, somebody fell from the upper deck.
Really?
In Pittsburgh last night? Yeah. So Sidney Crosby, they asked him about 17 points. He goes, actually, what I'm kind of concerned about is the person who fell. Sidney Crosby, all-time good guy. So he's got 1,700 points, pretty much won everything that you can. But in the end with Sid, well, we've had this discussion in off-seasons before, I think, and when the Penguins come to town, but is he just off Mount Rushmore? Right? When you got your Gretzkys and your Lemieux and your Bobby Orrs. Like, has Sid done enough to find his way onto there?
I think he has.
Think so? Who would come off? Gordie Howe?
Yeah. So who do we have up there? Gretzky, Lemieux.
A lot of people have Bobby Orr on there.
And Orr, right?
Yeah. That's kind of been the sort of consensus Mount Rushmore for quite some time. It's not always going to stay that way.
No.
And has Sid come along and done enough to take that spot?
I just because of the resume and what he's done internationally too. You have to you change with the times.
Some big moments along the way for sure.
You know, the Vancouver Olympics, the golden goal, right? And plus you got to look at his overall career. Like, he comes in to just a dead franchise, completely turns everything around. Lemieux joins him, which was cool. He gets to a cup final, loses, gets back the next year, gets it done. and then goes through a time where these guys couldn't get out of like first, second round, and then gets back and wins 2 more with consecutive or did he win the Conn Smythe both years that year?
Well, that was the one where I always thought. He won it back to back, but I thought Kessel should have won it the 1 year.
Warpig should have won the 1 year.
Yeah.
But I mean, just doing that, and then with his over a point a game for 20 seasons, like, come on.
I mean, that's good. He won the Art Ross twice. He won the Hart twice. Like, how many Harts did Mario win? Let's see here. I'm just trying to think, like.
So, and he's become Pittsburgh's all-time leading scorer. Is he?
Well, Mario's at 1723.
Yeah.
Now he did it in 900 games. But like Lemieux won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Art Ross trophies in an era where Gretzky played in all of those years. Now Gretzky had started to fade near the end of it. Mario Lemieux won 3 Hart trophies. Won the 2 Conn Smythes when they won the Calder, which Sid didn't do. I mean, I guess I'm saying I don't think you're taking Mario Lemieux off to put Sidney Crosby on there.
No, if anyone, unfortunately, I think it's Gordie Howe, right? If you're doing it.
Yeah, Gretzky's on, Mario's on.
Or
Bobby
revolutionized
probably on.
defenders.
Yeah. And then, so Gordie Howe would probably be the guy that comes off if you decide that Sidney Crosby would belong up on that list. Coach Mike texts in. Let's get to some of your texts, then we'll do hire it or fire it for GS Construction. Troll says, I would say McDavid is better than Crosby, but I'm a homer and an Ovi guy as well. So look, McDavid has already won more Hart trophies than Sid did. He's already won more Art Rosses than Sid did. But I have a hard time seeing somebody on Mount Rushmore without a championship.
Yeah.
I think that's legitimately impossible.
Hey, McDavid's how's his Bob? He's the most advanced hockey mind we've seen in the game, or
he's the most talented hockey player of all time.
Yeah,
like it's as simple as that. That's how it works. I mean, there's like Wembanyama right now looks like a basketball robot. Ohtani's the greatest baseball player we've ever seen. Connor McDavid, I think a lot of people would agree, is probably the most skilled hockey player of all time.
He's the most skilled. He's the best offensive player the game has ever seen, right? But he's the best offensive player. There's still an area to his game, I think, that needs to be better for him to be like, and I've talked about this before. You look at all the great, and you could say this about Sidney Crosby as well. All the greats seem to dominate offensively up to a point, and when they get into the championship mode, there is a little bit of a drop sometimes in their offensive output. I'm looking at like a Sakic, a Yzerman, a Modano that look to be more accountable on the defensive side and just shutting down the other team's top players. And there's been a lot of times when it's mattered most where you see, unfortunately, Connor McDavid or Leon Draisaitl puck watching where their guy goes back door and scores the goal. That can't happen at the most important parts. You can't outscore those problems. So I hate to say this, but until Connor and Leon change their thinking a little bit to the defensive side, because let's face it, man, defense wins championships at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how much you score. Connor and Leon could have 200 points each, and if they're going up against the Florida Panthers, a full Florida Panthers lineup, they're not winning unless they play full defense, or have more of a commitment.
The Gourd Father is in, texts in at 780-218-9999, says, I used to be on McDavid better than Sid, but lately, watching him defensively, he's just not close to Sid.
I have
Sid
close.
as a better player than Connor now, and I'm not even a Sid guy. McDavid, I agree, most skilled and most dynamic player ever with the puck.
Yeah, it's seeing some of the things he can do. Like, I've always said this, like, you sit in the press box And McDavid will come down the ice, and usually you can see every play developing. That's the beauty of sitting way up there. He'll make a pass, and you're like, where is he going with that? And you're like, oh. And for him to see that at ice level is the elite of the elite, to know that that's available when you can't see it from way up there.
All right, let's get to hire it or fire it for GS Construction. We do have EST afternoons coming up in about 15 minutes on TuneIn Radio, on iHeartRadio, over on YouTube as well. Please tell your friends how easy it is to consume all of the Edmonton Sports Talk content all day long across all of those platforms. You can also just go to edmontonsportstalk.com, click on Watch Live, click on Listen Live, and that'll get you to where you need to go as well. All right, hire it or fire it for GS Construction. The Blue Jays shouldn't pitch to Ohtani again in this series.
Hire it. Why? Why risk it? Unless the bases are loaded. And you might even still walk
depending on the matchup, I'd probably either give up 1 run than 4. It sounds crazy, but that guy's so good, you might rather just be like, you know what? We'll give him 1. And then let's just put him on.
If that thing is anywhere, and I mean anywhere over the plate, it's getting yanked.
The one that he turned on that was almost high and inside yesterday, too.
Come on.
Yeah.
You don't. Why risk it? Why risk it?
Sometimes I think Ohtani is sent from the future to come back and change baseball.
He's probably going to catch a lift on this AI Atlas meteor when it comes around, because he's got to go back to where he's from.
Okay, wait, what's this? What, AI Atlas meteor? What's this?
You don't know about that?
I haven't heard about this.
Oh, you got it.
Zach, do you hear about this? You know about this AI Atlas meteor?
I may know a bit about it. I'm also
It's
just
AI?
Well, they named the meteor.
Right? What'd you say, Zach? What were we going to say?
I'm surprised you didn't know the Line City. I was tuning in earlier.
No, I knew about Line City.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know about that stadium.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever
Trev said
gonna
Line
happen.
City's been shortened, though.
Well,
It's not going to be as long of a line as it was.
well, that's good. It'd be pretty hard to get end to end if you worked on the other side.
That's a good point. You're right. Traffic will be a nightmare at Line City. Okay, tell me about this AI. What is that?
AI-3 Atlas. It's a meteor. It's only the 3rd interstellar object to enter our.
Do we have to be worried
space.
about this?
Well,
Do we need to get Steve Buscemi and everybody on the case?
we might. Well, no. The route it's passing is very odd. I think there's like a 0.003 chance that an object coming from that direction would take that path, because it doesn't seem like the sun is affecting its gravitational, like it usually pulls it, but it's
Listen
not.
to you. You're Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Oh, well, I was listening. He was talking about it the other day.
Oh, okay.
And but it's confusing scientists, because they're looking at the trail and it's different. Because the particles that come off it are usually, and I'm going to butcher this, but iron and something else, but it's not doing that, which is puzzling scientists, because they've always felt one way about comets or meteors.
It's alien?
Well, that it has a propulsion system.
What?
What? That's. But it's whatever. But the path it's taking, it will be in view. Like Earth will be able to see it in the middle of November here.
Really?
So, but they're saying that a species sent this to kind of check out Earth.
Schneider would still pitch to it. He'd still be like, let's go get it.
Well, hopefully, it's the.
Did you watch Don't Look Up?
Yeah.
That was a crazy movie.
It's a great movie.
It just really summarizes society very well right now.
Yeah.
I laughed at that. And then in the end, bang, it's done.
Yeah. Jonah Hill is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, he's very good in that one.
Yeah.
Did you watch House of Dynamite?
No, I got to.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I want you to watch it, then we'll talk about it off the air. Yeah. All right. Hire it or fire it. Ingram will play games for the Oilers by the end of November. Might be too soon.
I'm going to fire it. Look, the Oilers goaltenders, tell you the truth, I didn't have too much of a problem. They're still giving their team a chance to win. Maybe in certain cases you'd like one more save, but you can't keep giving teams 2-on-1s with their most talented players either.
Hire it or fire it. Full-size chocolate bars means you're the rich family on the street at Halloween.
You're going to get more kids, so yeah, I'll hire it.
Yeah. We don't do full-size chocolate bars. Like the kids are out doing Halloween, so we just bag up like 4 minis.
Yeah.
And just put a ton of bags all over our
Oh,
our
that's
stoop.
a good idea.
Yeah, then the kids
just
can
grab
still
a
come
bag.
up. You hope that there's not a bunch of little buggers who are like, oh, I'm going to take all of them. Look at me. I'm cool.
Yeah.
But if that's the case, I hide in the bush and then I beat the shit out of them when they try to run by me. Just kidding. I don't. I'm going to miss Halloween this year. It makes me sad.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like to usually fill up my cup with a bunch of spice rum and walk
Oh, I
around with the
bet.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to work this year. All right. I saw this on tsn.ca. I'm stealing the headline. The Habs should target Nazem Kadri in a trade.
Ooh. I'm going to hire it.
I'm a bit of a Habs guy, and I hate Kadri, but even I'm like,
That would
not the craziest idea in the world.
No, not at all. With that kind of, let me just, can I have a quick look here? LMN. Oops. Shoot.
There you go.
So,
See where Kapanen is?
yeah. Demidov and
Put
Newhook.
Kadri in there. Move Kapanen down if you want, or move him over, play him on the wing somewhere.
See, I like that third line though. Maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
you
Gallagher
don't have to mess. Like Kapanen's a pretty talented guy, but you can move Kapanen around a bit.
You can move him around. Yeah. But I do like Evans and Anderson together. Those guys they have.
Yeah, but you're gonna keep Gallagher with those guys too, though.
guess.
So.
But yeah, if you're putting, that makes and it gives them a little bit more of that sandpaper. That's
let
good.
me throw another dream on there for you. Sidney Crosby on the second line behind.
I would
Suzuki.
just love to see him in a
Habs-
original six.
Oh my god! Yeah, any original? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind seeing him in even like the Rangers, the Red Wings.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him in a Leafs jersey. That'd be silly.
No.
Hire it or fire it. YouTube Trev needs to stop using AI to come up with things to say to girls.
So it was so funny because last night, you know how you watch it, you go through your reels or whatever, and a girl came on and she was talking about stuff and she was being quite funny. So she grabbed my attention and then she said, you know what's wrong with men? And then I go, oh, what's wrong with men? And then she went on the whole thing about she met this guy, and then they went out on a date, and she likes good conversation and stuff. She got out on the date, and this guy was like talking to mud. And just when they got out, she's like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, I thought there was something there when we were discussing. And she said, and the guy at the end of the date, he goes, I have to submit to something. I used AI in our conversation.
Oh my god!
I was like, it's Trev's date.
This is.
But then he said it.
Well, if you use it for the full conversation,
You're in the
I
old
think there's
dating world
something
too, right,
wrong,
Zach?
you know,
Like,
but
yeah. Have you used AI to come up with something to say to a girl?
I've thought about it once, but I'm like, I'm just gonna be who I am.
You talk
right?
a lot, so yeah.
Yeah, I can yap a lot. You
Yeah.
know that, and I think it's no different if you Google a pickup line to use. To be honest with you, but in certain situations,
I got a
you know,
pickup
if
line
you're
for you.
texting somebody. Oh, okay. I'm happy to hear this.
You
But
listen to this
if you're if you're texting somebody and you need
I'm gonna say it
to
again.
advance the conversation in a positive way,
Yeah.
maybe use AI once, but not the whole conversation.
Zach,
You're
I
not
want
being
you to use this pickup line. Okay?
Okay,
All right,
I'm
so
listening.
you bump
I'm ready
into a
to-
girl and you say, "Did it hurt?"
falling from heaven.
Yes, that's
let's
it.
go.
Use that line. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Zach.
Well, for a very specific day, you can only use it one day out of the 365 we have. Are you today's date? Because you're 10 out of 10, October 10th. But we got to wait almost a whole year to use that one.
I don't think that one will work, Zach.
I like, does it smell like chloroform?
All right, what's coming up on EST Afternoons?
Obviously, we'll get into the Mammoth game tonight. If the Oilers are going 11-7, Nanzo and I had a good discussion about the Blue Jays, so we'll probably get into managerial decisions and what's going to happen later today. Brogan Houston from Desert News Sports at 1:20, talking about a little bit more Mammoth, more Oilers, Knobloch, Draisaitl. Get ready for this World Series game because it's, I think it's going to grab the most eyes tonight anyway.
Be a lot of people watching that, probably 7, 8, 9 mil.
Yeah. So inside the numbers, courageous moment for Alberta Blue Cross, and get Reed show ready for an awesome 3-6 outing.
Are you worried at all about Trev using AI to create hot takes?
Oh, is he doing that with hot takes?
Well,
too?
no, but somebody just asked. So, like, Gager, you're the judge of this. Like, what do you think?
Look, I could probably weed them out. Trev's got a unique style. If it has a drastic change, maybe I can. I'll sniff that thing out like a truffle pig. But
I don't think he would. I don't think he would ever. I'm just gonna go out on a limb, and on behalf of Trev, I know he's not that kind of guy because he wants to win it, right? You don't want to cheat and win it. You'll feel guilty.
He has one of the greatest performances in Hot Takes history.
Yeah, that's up for possibly an SD at some point.
So, but using AI, I just don't think. Is AI funny?
You can get some good jokes from there.
I don't know if I'm using AI jokes for anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're just naturally funny though. A guy like me might have to use AI for a joke.
You're right, Zach.
Yes.
I mean, we're using it for a lot of stuff right now. It is quite convenient, but it's all about the prompts too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's how you ask them.
It's how you ask the question.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Did we say what's coming up on EST Afternoons? Yes,
Yes.
you did. You laid that out. That is on the way. Now, are you still going to finish the sandwich? It's been sitting here. The bacon's not cold or not warm anymore, and
It's still a
your
good
eggs.
sandwich.
So you still eat it? Hey?
Oh, crush that thing.
All right. Well, that sounds good. All right. Well, we'll be breaking this game, the Oilers game, down tomorrow morning on the Nielsen Show. We will be breaking down, obviously, Game 4 of the World Series. We will have Craig Button. We will have Eric Macamala, and we will have Rashad. Rashad will join us tomorrow. Don't tell him I forgot that he was on the show. He'll get all pissed. All right, that's going to do it for Two Guys and a Goalie today for GS Construction. For Gager, I'm Dustin Nielsen. Stick around. Hernan's going to slide in here. EST Afternoons coming up next. Take it easy.